About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Go. 20. Down the man inside. Down the man.
On first down, it's Sanders. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Exit. Least line 2. Crunch. Check 50. Check 26. Mike 40. Know your job.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Cowboys nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now he's going to go up top over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Back. Waiting.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Here.
35.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. 120.
Man, I got you.
Wentz now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal.
Squeeze. 82.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Good job.
Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Elliott. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
21-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Eagles 21, Cowboys nothing.
Here we go, 46.
Silver.
26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And a Cowboy first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You.
Here we go, 46. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go, line in.
53. Mike.
Here we go, 1 to 54, line in.
Shift. Check.
Here we go, 1 to 54, line in. Here we go, 1 to 54, line in. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
Here
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Cowboys.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Prescott to throw it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Intended that time for Cooper. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here we go. 280.
40 to Mike. Squeeze, double. 40 to Mike.
Kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. From the red zone now, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They can't hang with us. Double time.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Safety's creeping.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
50. Right there. 56.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott looking deep in the direction of, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
In the bank.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Solid.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Right there. 54. Right there.
Another run with Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go. Waiting.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Hey, Lou.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
no runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Throwing now is Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go. 280! Let's go, D. Let's go. Friend.
Kill.
80 weapon.
Kill. Turn up. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Corky, 82, Corky.
Hey, no, switch the mark.
Say, Haywood.
Check curls.
To throw, it's Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Sunday.
Now Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jannard Avery able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott now. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll throw again. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pick it up. Out, 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 out. 25, check 25, check 25.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Now Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 10. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of his end zone, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Empty.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me?